collective gang in this thing. What to do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful collective soul family, my beautiful collective gang. Truly appreciate you guys for being here, and I hope you are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give us additionally what we need to know. In addition to what is already shown for us, energies for my beautiful collective gang. This could be for absolutely any zodiac sign, you guys, okay? It's general, however. So any zodiac sign, but it is general. So that means that you are to use your own intuition and discernment to guide you towards the messages here for you today, and leave the rest for whoever it might be here for, okay? Don't force shit to fit, y'all. Don't force nothing to fit, all right? Take a moment and click that like button if you don't mind. I truly appreciate those of you who do it every single time. That is the easiest and free way to energetically donate to the channel, okay? And it also allows this platform, YouTube, to push the content, and that's how people find us. That's how we continue to grow, y'all. So I appreciate those of y'all who do it. And for those of you who haven't been doing it, do that. Okay, shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl hey, or whatever you like to add about the reading. Feel free to do that. Pisces gang, y'all got up next. Y'all got up next. If there are any Pisces in the house tonight, put down below what you're going to be doing for your birthdays. Everybody else, just put your zodiac signs and your birthdays down below. Rep your set. That's the only way I know who's up in the building. Okay. And last but certainly not least, if you have not already made it official, we are vastly approaching 30K, y'all. Okay. Yes. Let's continue to grow. And if you would like to join the gang, we would love to have you. So click the subscribe button, join our family. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because that's going to let you know when I upload. Now, can I just say something, y'all, real quick? And I don't want y'all to beat me up in those comments, okay? I felt a tinge of like, oh, I felt a little sorry for this person. I'm not gonna hold you. I have to keep it real. I have to be honest, right, about the energies infiltrating this space. That's not to say that you have to go back to this person if you've already backed off. That's not to say that you have to lean into this more if you've already decided, right? This is not about me telling you what to do. I'm just letting you know what the energy is giving, okay? I do feel true remorse here. I have to be honest. It just really depends on what this person has done to get to this point. And I do have an idea just based on some of the energy that I heard as these cards were coming out, okay? This could be somebody that you're currently still trying to figure it out with, right? We're here as a large collective, so only you know where you are on the journey with this person and with this energy and where you stand with things, okay? This could be somebody new, this could be somebody current, and this could be somebody who's from the past, right? I definitely feel like a loosely involved, or at the very least, like an inconsistent energy. Like you've never quite really been able to figure out where things are going in this connection. Could feel like this person has played with you or has played games or wasted your time, right? GPS to me signifies like needing a location, needing some guidance, feeling like, hello, where is this going? Where are we going? And I almost get this person purposefully trying to give off the energy that they don't know where things are going. And that is for a reason. Not to say that the reason is right. I'm just saying it's here for a reason. So there is a little bit of intimidation is what I'm hearing. Intimidated by your beauty, intimidated by your looks, intimidated by your status, intimidated by your intellect. There could be a number of reasons why this person would have felt a level of intimidation. I'm almost hearing like when the two of you met, no matter how long ago it was, they couldn't even believe that you gave them a shot, right? They couldn't believe that they pulled somebody like you. That's not me tooting your horn. This is what they're saying, you guys, okay? They were elated. I do get them being extremely attracted to you. I get them like really feeling you. I get them like, you know, almost feeling a little bit giddy at the moment that the two of you would have exchanged numbers, or the two of you would have been introduced to each other, however you met. Okay, when two of you first exchanged numbers, however that came about, there's this giddiness, right? And there's also this like hope. So this person was really feeling you, and I don't know why they would have wanted to come off as if they didn't know if they was feeling you or not. That is so weird. Like, if you really like somebody, why would you not want this person to know? It's almost like they wanted to keep it hidden under wraps, but I feel like they only started to do that because, yes, when they first met you, or like I said, when it appeared that the two of you were going to give this a shot and get to know each other, that intimidation was always lurking around. Okay? It's not your fault. It never was your intention to intimidate this person. You never tried to make them feel lesser than. This is all wrapped up in some kind of an insecurity of their own, you guys. Okay. And I do see this person trying to unpack it, but I feel like, I'm not trying to say it's too late, but I'm just saying, right? Like, this is something that should have been unpacked a long time ago. It could be something that they've ignored for quite some time. It didn't really come to surface until they met someone like you. So you have the full and undivided attention. I'm also hearing you get a lot of attention. You might not agree with me. Okay, you don't got to agree with me, y'all. You don't have to agree, right? And only take what resonates, for real. But I'm hearing that. And I'm also hearing, even if you don't recognize it, they do. So the two of you are hanging out. They recognize when people are looking at you. You could be focusing on this person and they're focusing on who's looking at you, right? On how the waiter or the waitress is interacting with you, how that person took your order, how that person, rang you up or whatever, how that person looked at you while y'all was walking past them, and all they're focused on that. And that is a signifier of somebody who feels like they have bagged someone who is out of their league, y'all. I normally drag them. I normally drag these people. I'm not even gonna hold you, especially if they come with the fuck shit. Now, this look like some fuck shit. I ain't gonna hold you. This look like some bullshit, right? Because you couldn't gain a hold of your own insecurities. So you wanted to make my collective feel insecure in this. But we'll get back to that in a moment. It's sad overall, okay? Because even though this person, like I said, extremely attracted to you, even being hopeful about what the two of you could, where things could go, right? What the two of you could build. They couldn't get out of their own way. So this is the very first card that came out. Okay, so there's a level of accountability in this, guys, right? It didn't have to get this bad. So there is an acknowledgement that you might be off them. On to the next. They feel like you can have anybody that you want, and they didn't call dibs soon enough, or they didn't make it known to you what it is that they wanted. In fact, they tried to do the opposite. I almost get this person trying to act like they're still trying to figure out if they even want a relationship, or they're still trying to figure out if they're wanting to settle down, or they're still trying to figure out if they want to, let go of their friends with benefits and their situationships, or they're trying, right? Like, it's giving off this energy that they don't really know what it is that they want with you. They don't really know where they want the two of you to go. And I feel like that was a game. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Cards, see, look, we have mind control. And I don't think that this person was trying to have mind control over you, but I feel like their insecurities came off as such. You're very smart. So you would have read into this person's game well before, right? It was underway, like at the very onset of it. I'm hearing they never thought that you would just get lost, though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Hold up. Is that what this is? I need to know right the fuck now. You tell me right now in these comments. Are you who got lost? Are they trying to find you? I just heard that. They never thought that you would get the fuck lost. They never thought that you would get lost. That you would just get lost. Sorry. They do want to make it up to you, but we'll get to that in a minute. Bottom of the deck often signifies what's hidden, right? So while this person was trying to pretend and come off as if they weren't feeling you as much as they were, they didn't want you to know that you was, you know, fucking them good as you was. They didn't want you to know that you was looking as good as you was. They didn't want you to know that you was all up in their membrane like that. They was thinking about you first thing in the morning, last thing before they go to sleep, bitch. They didn't want you to know. They didn't want you to know, right? That they felt this magnetism. It did feel quite different to this person. This person may have never met a soulmate in their life ever. And the insecurities, like I said, which have nothing to do with you, these insecurities should have been addressed a long time ago. But I feel like this person doesn't pull people like you. And again, that is not me tooting your horn. That's them. That's what they're saying, not me. You a different type of bitch. You a different type of dude. You just move different. You put it together different. You're just doing it different. You're just on a whole nother level. And while they actively wanted you and still want you, right? The shadows, okay, and the shadow work that they've been putting off is coming to the surface. Like, they want you, but can they really handle you? You see what I'm saying? I feel like this person couldn't really handle what all comes with being with you. Somebody needs to be confident. They need to be confident within themselves. They need to be sure of themselves, okay? They need to be on their A game. I'm not saying that this person is below the qualifying standard. I'm not saying that that's for you to decide. But in their mind, you're very much so upper echelon. And in one moment, like the beginning of it felt very exciting and exhilarating, and they may have not been able to shut up about it, right? Like, I met the baddest bitch. I met the finest dude. I met a man, okay? A woman. This ain't just no little girl. This ain't no little boy. This is the whole man, girl. This is the whole woman, my guy. Right? Like, I feel like they started to get lost in the sauce at some point. And if I'm truly honest, I feel like this energy overall, especially because it's hidden under the surface, this scared the fuck out of them. And it's potentially because they've never experienced it before. See, it's something that was hidden. And this person could even feel like maybe you have a hidden agenda. They don't want to get caught up. They don't want it to feel like you were in control of them. Even though mentally, I very much so see this person feeling extremely wrapped up in things. So things between the two of you may have started to change abruptly. And it is because this soulmate energy started to infiltrate. They started to fall in love. I'm hearing that, you guys. And I'm hearing like they started to. So I almost get that this person put a wrench in shit before it could get too far, right? Like, gone too far. Okay. Now I can't even like go a day without calling you a billion times or texting you memes and, you know what I'm saying, thinking about you when I see funny shit, and we got a song and we got, you know, our little catchphrases and our jokes, and, you know, things are not, everything that felt good just feels better with you. Like, what is that about? I feel like the optimism that they had in this and the attraction that they had in this began to turn into paranoia. And this is why we have them with this GPS needed, right? Because you were also trying to figure out what is going on with them. Things started to get lost I'm hearing in the interim. So we have new love. Wow. We have passion. And we have confidence. Is DOA, okay? In 5432. So what this new spark of passion would have brought about for this person quickly turned into their confidence being shattered. It is because of those shadows, y'all. Okay, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. And I feel like this is something that this person is unpacking. They've either already begun to unpack this or they are unpacking it. They don't want things to end between the two of you. I do see them wanting to like kiss and make up. They may be fantasizing about you or worried if you have already moved on to something else, right? And they're here stuck with this never ending loop or story. Yeah, see? I'm not lying. I heard that you could rewind it all the way back to the beginning. I felt this initially. That doesn't mean that you have to deal with this person, right? Only you know where you stand and where it is that you see yourself going with them. But I do feel remorse here, right? It's almost like they had to check themselves. They had to see that where they were allowing things to go and the actions that they were bringing about had everything to do with their own insecurities and had absolutely nothing to do with you. Right? This lack of confidence, these insecurities, I feel like they started to dwindle rather early on. And this could also be someone, since they've never really, I don't get that this person has ever dealt with a soulmate, okay? Not of this magnitude, you guys. That's why they put in like 20 on 10 in terms of how they feel around you, how they feel about you, how this connection makes them feel, right? It's all new. They've never experienced this before in this lifetime. A past life connection. It's never happened for them before. With these unaddressed insecurities and or shadow work that needs to be done, this is what has had this person acting fucking crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. It didn't have to get this bad. I want to know how bad it got. To them, they feel like this is bad. They feel like this might actually be the end, okay? I feel like you're not dealing with this person's shit. Whatever they would have done to try and mask their feelings, because this scared them shitless. So I feel like they started to do things that would portray the opposite of how they actually feel. Or how things were actually going internally. They tried to mask it. And I feel like in doing that, they would have done some things to you that was quite unfair. You did not deserve it. You didn't. Okay. And this is why they're so remorseful, because you didn't deserve this. And instead of putting up with their shit, I feel like you got lost. Okay. And that could mean a number of things, right? It could just mean that you fell all the way back. It could mean that you matched energy, holding them at arm's length, right? It could mean a number of things. Yeah, see, we have shooketh. Speechless. And I do believe that this energy caught them off guard. That's what that card is coming up as the most. It's the most potent in terms of they've never had a connection like this before, and they never thought that they would, right? So they couldn't plan for it. It caught them off guard, and it's extremely unsettling. They let it get way out of hand. So I do get this person thinking about you quite a bit, you guys. I don't know if they're contacting you all that much, because they may be a little bit embarrassed, y'all. Embarrassed both of the fact that they feel like they have fallen so hard. This is hidden. Okay. And also embarrassed at the fact that they would have gone about it in this way, right? That didn't even have to be like this. They overreacted in the wrong direction. They are quite embarrassed. That's what I'm hearing. They're quite embarrassed. If they're sharing this with anybody, like, damn, man, I fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? I made her think that I didn't want this. I made him think that I didn't even want it like that, or that I don't give a fuck about where this is going, right? That I could take it or leave it. Trying to act too cool for school just to try and hide how I'm truly feeling. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, they would have went this route as well, because they felt like they were falling a lot faster than you were. And they couldn't read you. They couldn't read your energy. They couldn't read your mind. The passion was there. I do get that in some areas you were matching them emotionally, but in other areas they felt like they were surpassing you. So instead of having the conversation and asking, hey, like, this is how I feel about you. Is this how you feel about me? Sort of thing, right? Communicating like a fucking adult, you mean? Ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I'm talking to you. Okay. I know you feel stupid. I know you feel, shameful. Well, all of the things. Okay. Foolish. Yeah. But we got to keep it a bean. We got to keep it a buck. Some open, honest vulnerable communication would have solved all of this. And I feel like that's what they avoided like the plague, right? They were trying to like read your body language, right? They were like reading in between the text messages, right? You could have just sent a good morning, babe. And they like, damn, does this mean that she fucking loves me or not? Does this mean that he loved my dirty girls or not? Does this mean that he loved me? Is he shopping for a ring? Look, girl, look, he sent me, good morning, queen. You think that mean like, we together? They could have just asked you, but that would have been, It's too up in the air. They don't want it to end. So if they opened that line of communication, when for some of you, the only line that you've kind of passed is the physical part, right? Or things have only been surface level. There's only been the passion. Perhaps you've only kissed, or you've only had like, you know, sexual intercourse. It hasn't been a lot of conversations about the emotions, right? And where things are going. They didn't want to end things. So that would have been too dangerous, too risky. Because then if you say, no, I'm not feeling you like that, then what am I supposed to do? Not what the fuck you did. I'm talking to your person now. Yeah. Even if you still wasn't supposed to go about it the way that you did. So I feel like instead they wanted you to feel how they felt. Okay. They didn't like how you were they did not like the fact that you had this level of control over them, even though you had no idea. Right? We saw mind control pop out of this deck and they made me put it back because they hate that shit, right? This is on their own merit, though. This is not something that you're doing on purpose. But again, they're digging through all kinds of shit that's coming to the surface that's allowing them to see that this is a them problem and not a you problem. This is where the remorse comes in, but I feel like there's so much to unpack here. Right? So instead of communicating openly, instead of telling you, you know, what it is, they wanted you to feel how they felt. Even though you didn't try to make them feel like that. You were just being yourself. Like, I almost get that this person is used to people like being all over them. They don't normally have the what are we conversation. They don't initiate that. They don't initiate it. And it might shock the shit out of them that they're so pressed about solidifying things, right? And that they were so pressed and so passionate about this connection specifically when they never have been before, that they're the ones now wanting to have the what are we conversation or where is this going conversation. And you seem to be, well, they don't know what you're feeling, right? Like they can't read you. It does have them quite shook. If it is a very unsettling feeling for them to never have been in this position before. It doesn't warrant the behavior though, right? Like I'm not giving them a pass. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Yeah, that's what it's giving. People always initiate this conversation with them. People always are very passionate about locking them down. People are always extremely pressed about being exclusive with them. What are we? Where is this going? Are we only going to be having sex? Is there nothing more here? Like, I actually like you. Are you fucking other people? Like, can we be exclusive? I don't want you seeing anybody else. I like to see you every day. I like to talk to you every day. You know, I text you yesterday. You ain't text me until 2 days later. What's up? What's good? I don't like when you leave me hanging. This is the energy that they normally get. And this is what they're actually feeling in this connection with you. So they feel like you are them in this connection, and they are the people that they've dealt with in the past in this connection, and they don't fucking like it. And that's why they went about it all wrong. And I can't say for sure, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I cannot say for sure whether or not you'll be able to come back from this. Okay, whether you even be able to find the fucking collective after this. Whether you be able to get back in their good graces or whether or not they'll look at this the same, right? Whether or not the two of you will be on the same path, the same road, same car again. I can't promise you that. They could be really kicking themselves, right? Because while they went so far off the hinges, they still have these feelings. They're still left with this. Now what? This is why they're here. How do you feel about this person? Like, what is it giving for you? I'm curious. Of course, we don't want to deal with people who are not confident or insecure, because that is a fucking burden, and that's some heavy ass shit to deal with. That's more like work instead of fun. Okay, I already gotta go to work. Why the fuck I gotta work in my relationship too? Bitch, fuck that. You might be onto something new. At least this person is thinking that. That might be all they can think about. Whether or not you're giving somebody else your time, your body. There's a deep emphasis on you sleeping with someone else. So this is a very serene and zen sort of energy coming off of this card. Okay, we have vibe. I do see this person going internally. I even see them going to talk to somebody like a confidant. This is someone who is a trusted confidant. This is someone who's a little bit more mature. This is the person that may be pointing out to this person that they went about this all wrong. Right? That they need to go within and start really self-reflecting to understand why they would have crashed out so bad. And given my collective such unwarranted energy and behavior. They may have even surprised you the way that they started to behave and act, or the distance that they would have tried to portray between the two of you, acting really cold, acting really like, you know, I don't have time anymore, or all of a sudden they're the ones not answering the phone and just playing games, you know, because they can't get a hold of their own fucking emotions. I'm not saying that this person has never been in love, but it's given that they haven't. And it's also given that this is just a new sort of connection, right? Soulmate energy is very powerful, very strong. Everybody can't handle it. And if you've never experienced it before, it can be something that's very beautiful. And it can also be something that's extremely brutal on the emotions. If you're not evolved, if you're not mature, emotionally mature for it. Damn. A stupid ass move. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. Ma'am Starbreasted, I'm glad you said it. They may be lurking on your social media is what I heard. I'm hearing this with the this swole card. This is about like looking good, your body looking good, face card, never decline, my God. Looking on muscular, attractive, you know what I'm saying? They like the way you putting it together, putting it on. There's a physical attraction that they can't deny. Even if you haven't posted recently, they may be going through some of your old posts, your old photos. Really, they are feeling really stupid, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Not gonna lie. Yeah, how could I have fucked this up so royally? And this person may even be looking at this situation like I became a lot of work for the collective. Didn't I say that earlier? Yeah, I already have to go to work. I shouldn't have to work double time, overtime, triple time to be in a connection with you. Like, I'd rather not, actually. As this card can signify hard work. Yep, and there's a recognition that there's a lot of work that they need to do on themselves as well. I do see this person already beginning that, okay? But I also see them approaching, okay? There could be an apology in here, especially with this remorse. They still want it to work. They're not walking away. I don't get this person has been dibbling and dabbling with anybody else. They can barely focus on themselves, let alone on someone else. And they're hoping that you haven't moved on just yet either. Okay, now they're ready for this card. Yes, this is at the forefront of their mind for sure, right? In terms of if you've been seeing someone else, okay, because the two of you are not necessarily exclusive, you would be well within your rights to move on to something new, right? Or to be open to something new, or to be dating multiple people. Like, you would be well within your right. They have not solidified exclusivity with you, which was what they were attempting to do by acting like they didn't want it. It's sort of like they were trying to use reverse psychology, but it came back to bite their fucking ass, right? And now we have the effort that they should have put forth initially. I do see them trying to plead their case. I do. You will have the ball fully in your court. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? They absolutely feel like they did you wrong, okay? They're hoping that you're not too salty, that you'll be able to look at them the same, that they can salvage things. They want to. We're going to hop over to the extended. Let's see what their intentions are moving forward according to the divine, okay? Are they really ready for this? But the most important part, have they unpacked these insecurities? Have they worked through these shadows? And are those completed already, right? Because we don't need to be repeating the same cycle of bullshit that they brought your way. They were already intimidated. Have they checked that, right? Have they checked that jealousy, that intimidation, that envy, whatever that was at the motherfucking door? Because if they haven't, there's no way that it could work, right? So have they done that? What significant changes in those areas have they made? Okay, have they transformed in those ways? I also would like to know any karmic energy that might be lingering around in terms of this person's past, right? Because I definitely heard that they feel like you're them in this connection, and they are the people that they've dealt with in the past, which leads me to believe that maybe they weren't maybe their hands aren't very clean in terms of people from the past, right? Like, I want to know if there's any karmic debt lingering from how they would have treated people in the past who was trying to lock them down so desperately, right? Seeing as though they have never found themselves in this situation to be the one to want exclusivity or to initiate that talk. Are they on the up and up? Because why are they so terrified? Why are they so insecure about it? Why did they decide to go about it in this manner instead of communicating, right? Is it because they fucked so many people over that they were too scared to even bring it up to you because they were afraid that they would then get fucked over? Especially since they feel like they see you as themselves, right? So what karmic energy would they have attached to their past that would make them believe that opening this line of communication would have led to the worst, right? I just need to know that. And it'll also let you know what karmic energy this person has attached to them, just in case you're still engaging with them on any level. Let's see what lessons they're being forced to learn. And I also would like to know what lesson you needed to learn in this, okay? Learning the lessons are going to enable you to move forward and not be meeting this same lesson over and over and over. We'll look at their specific next steps. Okay, how are they going to approach this? How are they going to approach you? What does this offer entail? The offer that you can't refuse, what does it entail? Okay, so you can see if it's worth it for you. You can make the best decision for yourself. We will also look at the intentions behind said offer. Is it genuine? Or is this person just trying to run after something that they think that they've lost, right? Is it just the adrenaline of not being able to have something? And you're chasing after something that you can't have, right? Is it truly an offer that is rooted in pure intention? And then we will get the best possible outcome. What is it giving if you decide to re-engage this person? No judgment. Does it have a real shot? Can this be salvaged? Can this bridge be repaired? Okay, do you guys have a chance at longevity? What will be the return on your investment if you reinvest in this? And for those of you who have already decided, okay, if you come to a point where you have decided to just have closure with this, then what does the new have to offer? We do have new love here, right? So that's a signifier that it's in the air. It could be a new start with this person, or it could be a new beginning with someone else, right? So for those of you going in the opposite direction, I would like to know what that all entails. What does the new cycle have in store for you? I also want to know what subconscious blockages might be keeping you visible to toxicity or toxic energies or low vibrational energies, or that could continuously be bringing about the same type of lessons and people, and how do you release those blockages to ensure a fresh start and only the new in the next cycle. And then we will dig into who the new person is, okay? Only the good, only the new. What are they like? What's the vibe like between the two of you in and out of the bedroom? Why are they single? What's the chemistry like? What's the most attractive shit about them? What will they find most attractive about you? How will the two of you potentially meet? If there are any warnings, okay, or red flags, deal breakers, what are those, if any? Okay, we will see the potential for things to go all the way. I'll pull some time frames on both old and new, and I'll also pull some advice, okay, in terms of how spirit suggests you can bring about the life that you truly desire, the manifestations that you've been trying to call in. How can you speed up the momentum towards that in the least amount of time, okay? So without further ado, you guys click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. We got a lot to unpack over there. I hope it's not too long. Let's go, baby. Let's go.